All right, everyone. Today we are going to take a look at Middleton, which is the new area south of the Turnpike, south of Coleman Federal Prison. And this is where the new charter school, the middle school, the high school, and the child development center. You can see there's a few houses going in, but those are the only houses that have been going in so far. This is that family area where the employees of the villages can work and live. The schools, the daycare areas, there's going to be retail in the area and so much more. They have the possibility of building up to 8,280 homes in this area. Mixed housing types, designs, and models. They are selling lots currently. You can see the high school and the middle school in the background. They're talking about upping from what the charter school currently consists of, which is 5 buildings, and its enrollment is around 3,500, and that's going to go up to 6,500 after this whole area is built. You'll be able to see some of the new sports facilities and things like that later on as we get around here. It's pretty interesting because the elementary school is still going to be on the other side, and this is going to be middle and high, I believe. It's going to be definitely one of the biggest schools in the area, if you ask me. It's the charter school. It's one of the top schools in the country, and they have actually received 19 straight A ratings from the Florida Department of Education. It's pretty crazy. This campus is going to open in the fall of 2023, so this upcoming fall and beginning of the school season. You can see the track is being built here. This one is the middle school. And then that Child Family Development Center is in the top right. That's that orange building. We'll fly around that a little bit later. You can see the outlines of the housing that's going to be in here. There's going to be a lot of residential houses along with retail that goes in here. And they're doing this in a couple phases. They're the first 2 residential units of family housing in Middleton, according to the Daily Sun, will consist of 569 homes on close to 130 acres south of Central Parkway, which is the main road that goes east and west here between Coleman Federal Prison and this area. And then there's going to be a downtown area here with retail, office buildings, and commercial space for lease. You're also going to see a resort-style pool, pickleball, tennis courts, corn toss, children's playground, dog parks, and, of course, pedestrian and bike pathways. Look how big this campus is here. It's ginormous, and you can see even since the last video I did out here, the construction, how it's moving right along. Again, they're planning on having this ready in the fall for enrollment. And then this is the Child Development Center here. This is kind of like the daycare where the families will be able to drop their kids. And they offer all kinds of activities for the kids that they don't typically offer at different schools when you go to the village's charter school. Like, for one, I know that archery is offered, and I can tell you I have yet to see that at a school, especially in my district. Now, they changed 470 to Central Parkway, and that is the new name of the road. Central Parkway will run just north of this, and it'll go all the way up over the turnpike into that Lake Deaton, Denham, Newell area. and it runs into the Lake Oklahoma area as well. It's pretty interesting because this area here is probably 20 minutes south of the original charter school site, and they're going to be split. So it'll be interesting to see how those work together in conjunction when they open up. And then they're going to expand Middleton. This area is absolutely crazy big. You're talking almost 2,500 acres that they have set aside for this. What you're seeing in this video isn't even a fraction. This is the high school here. And you can see the football stadium in the top left. There's another track over here that they're putting in. The parking lots are pretty much in. And you can see just how massive this campus is and what they're going to be able to offer once it's all finished. Which again will be this summer, amazingly. This will pretty much surround the downtown area of Middleton. And then the housing area will be all around the outside. This is the western side of Middleton, I would say. There's way more area to the east where it expands. And I mean, they have it like plowed up and it's dirt, but it's not as developed as much as this area. And rightfully so, because they're trying to get this done by the time school starts. Again, they are selling land in this area. You can see the baseball, softball field there. And there's going to be tons of activity, walking parks, walking trails, biking trails. And of course, there's going to be plenty of areas. Right now, it's only open for sale for Village's employees. They haven't opened it up out for people outside the villages because that's what it's geared toward, our village employees. And I would say probably it's going to be a minute before they fill this area up, because you're talking about like areas like Brownwood, places like that. It took them years to actually fill up the retail stores around it. And so I would caution you, if you're moving to this area, just be prepared the first little bit to be traveling to outside things, because unless it's the villages, there isn't a whole lot over here. Now, there is a Publix probably 5 minutes away from here, just north. If you go east on Central Parkway and then north to the east of Coleman Prison and follow that up, there's a Publix right up in there, and a few retail stores, but not a whole lot going on. And there won't be until they build that Target, but that Target's going to be on 466A. And in my opinion, I think you need to see some big box stores in here. I would say the closest to this area is going to be Bushnell, and that's actually a Walmart down there, and that's probably 20 or 30 minutes from here. So you can actually see in the lower left-hand corner, that's going to be one of the squares. They're going to have a postal area, and they're talking about a resort-style pool. I'm wondering if that's the lagoons that they're planning to bring, because they are bringing a lagoon-style resort to the villages, and I would assume it's going to be in this area, but I'm almost thinking Eastport. And I'll have a video on Eastport later in the week. I did go out there and get video of it. But there's a little cutout that I think kind of looks like it could be a resort. And then in the middle of this video, you see like the 5 or 6 houses that they have started on. By the time I get back down here, this whole area will probably be houses. I'll make sure to get down here in the next couple weeks to get some more updates for you all, because they're definitely building in here, and as Newell and Deaton, Lake Denham, as or Dabney, I should say. As those areas finish up, they'll be coming down here more. You're also seeing a lot more construction east of 301 across from the industrial park, and there's some things going on there that I'll get down and check out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. As always, I'll see you in the next one.